Welcome to Season 1 of Inside Once Out, an African mother tongue poetry podcast produced by Tinswe Media and powered by the South African Department of Sports, Arts and Culture. The theme for Season 1 is African poetry in the time of a global pandemic. Each episode features an introduction from the poet, then you will hear an original poem delivered in their mother tongue, and lastly, the English translation of their poem. We look forward to taking you on this journey of language, culture, and truth. Besides, some things are better expressed in your mother tongue. Let's get to know today's poet.
Ayo Ayoola-Amale is a Nigerian from the ethnic Yoruba group. She's a poet, artist, author, and director, Splendors of Down Poetry Foundation. She is acknowledged as a muse for peace and a poet for positive social change. Aya believes that poetry can change the world and contribute to positive social change and progress, which of course is very important for poets. But she also thinks that change or advocacy is not the mandatory duty of poets or artists. She enjoys going into schools as a committed advocate of poetry who has seen the critical role that poetry plays as an important catalyst for learning, stimulating creativity, and in developing vital communities. Ayo uses poetry and arts to inspire and empower young people through a workshop and writing project known as the Sun Project. During her writing, inspired by nature's genius to invent a better future, she often focuses on the quest for equality, humanity, peace, and community. Ayo's poems has appeared in several international anthologies, journals, etc., and has been translated into many international languages. Her poems are concerned with confronting the problems of violence, racism, and the breakdown of human community. She has been a guest poet at national and international poetry festivals and literary events. This poem, COVID-19, Sounding of All the World, is a poem by me, poet Ayo Ayoola-Amale. It draws our attention to the difficulty in complying with the precautionary measures associated with the prevention of COVID-19 in many societies in Africa.
When the COVID-19 pandemic was identified, some dismissed it as a little bug. But a year later, we've seen millions lose their lives globally. This poem is written and read by Nigerian poet Dr. Ayo Ayoola-Amale. Her poem is read in her mother tongue of Yoruba.
A ti gbọ́ tí wọ́n sọ wípé ó kàn jẹ́ kòkòrò kékeré kan tí ó bàjẹ́. Ohun tí a kò rí tí ń ṣe ohun gbogbo ó parun kí àwọn kan má ṣe sinmi. A ti gbọ́ wọn sọ wípé dúró ní àjòjì sí àwọn ẹlòmíràn. Báwo ni mo ṣe lè kúrò ní ìwòsàn ìsopọ̀? Ní ìgbà tí oró ìta bá ń dunni ní ibi àwọn ìṣù láti imú mi rì. Tútù inú di òkú ní ìgbé ayé mi ní ojoojúmọ́. A ti gbọ́ wọn sọ wípé dúró láì léwu, wẹ ọwọ́ rẹ ní gbogbo ìgbà pẹ̀lú ọṣẹ lábẹ́ omi tó ń ṣàn títí ìwọ yóò fi sùn. Báwo ni mo ṣe lè wẹ àwọn ọwọ́ ìka mi láìsí omi? A ti gbọ́ wọn sọ wípé wà nínú ìbòjú kí ìwọ sì jìnnà díẹ̀. Báwo ni mo ṣe lè yàgò fún láti kó sínú? Àwọn àyè òfìfo wọ̀nyí ń pa bí kòkòrò kékeré. A ti gbọ́ wọn sọ wípé dúró ní ilé. Báwo ni mo ṣe lè jókòó ní ilé nígbà tí èmi kò ní ilé? Èmi kò tíì wà ní ilé. Èmi kò tíì wà ní ilé níbí yìí pẹ̀lú orí mi tí ó péye. Nísinsìnyí, àwọn ẹ̀mí tí ń jókòó pọ̀ sí inú àìṣedédé. Kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ láti máa gbé ní ìdákẹ́jẹ́. Ohun ní Gbogbo Agbaye.
Here is our poet reading the English translation of their poem.
COVID-19, sounding all the world. We have heard them say it's just a little bug, deranged, the unseen making everything ravaged, so hearts don't rest. We have heard them say, stay estranged from others. How do I stay away from connective healing when the heat outside hurts as droplets from my nose drowns? The cold inside burns dead in my dealings. We have heard them say, stay safe, wash your hands regularly with soap under running water until you collapse into sleep? How do I wash my stinging hands without water? We have heard them say, stay masked and keep your distance. How do I stay away from being dead inside? This empty space kill like little bird. We have heard them say, stay at home. How do I stay at home when I have no home? I have never been home. I have never been at home here in my good sense. Now, souls crowding into iniquity, learn the arts of living quietly, sounding all the world.
We hope that you enjoyed this episode of Inside Once Out, and we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a review or rate this episode. For more information on how to submit a poem or partner with us, visit www.teenswemedia.com.